Well, hello there, motherfuckers. You know, I talked about the WWE Network yesterday. I was very happy. You know, some people, of course, complained saying, hey, Brad, didn't you complain about the network? Yeah, you know, that's what I did. But I did it for good reason, and I'll tell you why. I complained about it for a reason. I wasn't saying the network was going to have bad shit on it. That would be retarded to say, because I always talk about how the past was so great in wrestling history. And it was. My point is, people didn't watch that video I made when I said the WWE Network sucks. The point of that video, it was to capture your attention. Not that the network sucks, but everything that encompasses, you know, the network launching sucks. But that title just wouldn't fit at the top, you know? So the thing is, this show tonight sucked. And this is because of the network. Let me explain. We start off with Hogan coming back, which is awesome. It's great to see Hogan there. Yeah, sure, he's just there to shill the network, but it's Hogan. And, you know, I'll take it. You know, I talked about in the past lowering standards, but motherfuckers, this is Hogan. Besides Stone Cold, this is the biggest star that they got. You know what I mean? Hulk Hogan, I talked about this, you know, when the news broke about Hogan coming back to WWE. And you know what people did? They shit all over the Hogan concept. They shit all over Hogan. And to those people, they really need to get a fucking clue. If you're going to go out there and you're going to diss Hogan, you know, if you're going to come on YouTube and diss Hogan, why the fuck are you even watching? You know the people that come on my videos and say I talk bad about WWE? And then, you know, and then when I say something good about it, you know, people go ape shit. You know, so when I do say good things and I'm talking about Hogan, a huge popular star, almost everybody knows his fucking name, people attack me. It's like, you know, I make videos because I like wrestling, not because I dislike it. This makes no fucking sense. People just, you know, they want to attack. You know, some people, I think they actually watch it because they hate it. The same thing I get accused of. But anyway, but Hogan, you know, he's back. He flubbed a little bit. He says they were going to launch the universe, which is the fans. He meant to say network, but whatever. Hogan's back. He's hosting Mania. And, you know, that kind of makes Mania a little bit more worth watching. The matches are going to suck, but at least Hogan's going to be there. You know, okay, so Hogan's there, and, you know, that's great. But just seeing Hogan come out in WWE, most people are like, oh, you're a hypocrite. You talked all that shit about him in TNA. You know, the thing is, seeing Hogan in TNA, a second-rate company, you know, the people just don't get it. They're just, it's not the same. It's not the same when a wrestler is there. Like, it was like Mr. Kennedy. When he was in WWE, it was a lot of fun, a lot of energy. Then he's in, you know, TNA, and he's Mr. Anderson. Now, Mr. Kennedy ain't nowhere near Hulk Hogan's level, but just to say, the Mr. Kennedy character in WWE was a lot better than when it transitioned to TNA. You gotta understand it. You gotta see, you know, the comparison there. Then we got our first match. It's Del Rio defeating Batista. Huh? What? Heading into the main event for the title, Batista loses a match. And what a shitty match it was. Now, I'll be honest, the match was a little bit better than at the pay-per-view. Better than the Elimination Chamber match, but by golly, Batista sucks ass in the fucking ring. He was never a tremendous wrestler, but Jesus Christ, he has gotten so fucking terrible in there, so lethargic, so slow, so awkward. Between moves, there's pauses. It's so choreographed looking. He has to think about what he's going to do next. You know, I don't understand. He didn't receive proper training before returning to the ring. Usually they do, but I don't understand this. This is the fucking main event wrestler. Oh, everybody is booing him, and he's there. He's in the role as a face at Mania. He's supposed to be the face, the baby face in the match. So basically, we have a hated wrestler that nobody likes to see versus Orton. You know that shouldn't be champion. Then there's the heel. This is such a terrible fucking idea. What a terrible fucking looking match this is on paper and in actuality. It's terrible all around. There's no way how it even looks good. And also thinking about their matches in the past, they've wrestled each other before. Never been good. They don't have chemistry. And, you know, years later now with Batista wrestling like shit, it's going to be even worse. You know, it's going to go from subpar to just tremendously shitty. I mean, what are they fucking thinking? This is not a good match? Judging from all perspectives, you know, there's no way you can even fool somebody into thinking this is going to be good. Credit, though, to the announcers for being honest here, that Batista is receiving this hate mostly because of, you know, him winning the Rumble when Daniel Bryan should have been in it. They are being honest there. But it's also a little bit depressing that they're being that honest. That they are almost acknowledging it. If they're acknowledging on TV, they mean that they realize they made a mistake, and then they should fucking switch it around. We'll get to that in a minute. So you've got Orton distracting Batista. He gets rolled up cheap. Not only is it a boring match, but it ends cheaply. So, you know, an even worse finish than at the Elimination Chamber. There you go. Then it's Big E Langston defeating Cesaro via disqualification. Not a bad match. It was all right. But, you know, it's mostly just Cesaro doing all the work. Swagger comes in. He was either jealous or he wanted revenge because he got clotheslined during the match on the outside. You know, I don't know. This is going to lead to a breakup. I guess it could be, you know, an entertaining match and Swagger and Cesaro, but I feel like Cesaro deserves more than that at Mania, you know, because like Swagger isn't exactly considered a, you know, top name right now. It's kind of like Cesaro, the better real American versus the not as good real American, you know what I'm saying? I like Swagger, but, you know, Cesaro is truly getting this monster push. It's not really evident anymore. He was in the chamber, but you know, he's not going to really be doing much at Mania, just wrestling a basic match with nothing, no real consequences or anything. What is he really getting out of this? Not much at all. But it was all right. He was manhandling Big E in there, so, you know, I guess it was all right, but not much for really to get excited about here. It's a shitty night so far, folks. Then it's Cena coming out and cutting a promo against the Wyatts. Oh boy, here we go. You know, when you got something as good as the Wyatts, I can't, you know, stop myself in the vids for praising Bray Wyatt for the amount of, you know, quality he's added to this shitty promotion. But I have to say something here. For 1 fucking minute here. John Cena just shitting on every fucking thing. You know, we all know that Bray Wyatt isn't going to be able to beat John Cena, especially at WrestleMania. It ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen at all. And, you know, this is the fucking thing. Why do they have to take a guy as talented as Bray Wyatt and basically feed him to Cena at Mania? It's fucking bullshit already. It's a fucking terrible idea here. You know, just when they got something good going, they're going to do the same thing with Cesaro. Oh, it doesn't matter because they're going to have a good match who wins it then. You know what? It does matter. Because why is it that Cena beats everybody? I am getting fucking sick of this, and it's so predictable. You know, going into Mania, fuck this shit already. It's fucking just mind fucking shattering. You know, I'm getting mind fucked just thinking about it. It's so dumb that going into Mania you have to be like, oh, I'm ready for Cena to win. Sitting there like a retard watching a fake fucking show expecting something to happen that can't happen. That is just so what a shitty fucking feeling going into Mania. You know, you have to watch one of your favorites get beat by a goofball like Cena. You know, a guy that, you know, isn't even that great at all. Nothing good. The only way you can have a good match is if someone truly great is in there with him and carries his ass through the whole fucking thing. And this is, you know, why. So why it's come out. They beat up Cena. They hurt his leg. You know, it got hyperextended. And then he's going to wrestle at Mania. Oh my God, look at that. He's lifting him up for the attitude adjustment on an injured leg. Fuck out of here. Fucking bullshit already. That's what we're going to expect. John Cena overcoming the odds. You know, yeah, I can see it at Mania. All the Wyatts rushing. You know, attitude adjustments, all of them. He beat the odds. Oh my God. Oh, Cena's so amazing. Just fuck these. You know, look at these motherfuckers in WWE just showing constant love to Cena, worshiping him. Pretty soon they're going to have naked statues of John Cena outside every single arena. It's fucking disgusting already. And Cena's got to get... The only person that is allowed to beat Cena is Orton. That's it. You know, and even though Orton's allowed to beat him, they have to have Cena come back and beat him a bunch more times. Just fuck this already. Fuck this garbage. And what a shitty ass show this is. Then it's Sheamus defeating Christian. I loved their match on SmackDown. But fuck, this match was boring on Raw. There's another thing here. Supposedly Raw is the flagship show. They've said this for years. And SmackDown's been better. It's probably going to be that way on Friday too. When the show airs, we're going to see a better show than this. I don't understand it. This is the show that gets more viewers. They're giving up with Raw apparently. They're not even putting any effort into it. This was a shitty fucking match. Just, you know, Christian beats Sheamus at the pay-per-view in the chamber. He pins him. But then they got to just go right back and have Sheamus. What is with this? WWE always doing this even Steven booking. It's annoying. Just because one guy wins, they got to go right back and let the other guy win. It's just retarded already. When one guy gets a win, let him get a win. You know, just because they have a match again doesn't mean the other guy has to win. Not everything has to be a rubber match. Not everything has to be like, you know, so even all the time. It just makes it look so fucking fake and artificial. You know, so put together. I mean, holy fucking shit. I want some realism already. It's why. Every time you see something, do you have to be able to predict what's going to happen? Look at my Elimination Chamber predictions. How pathetic is it that all I did was get one match wrong, and that was just the match that was fucking shit anyway. The fact that I predicted every single fucking match the right way, and they pretty much told you how it was going to go down. I said that Bryan was going to get screwed in the chamber by Kane, and damn, it happens. That's pathetic. That is fucking pathetic and depressing. And speaking of Daniel Bryan and Kane, they have their match. Daniel Bryan ends up beating Kane, and it wasn't even that great of a match. Only decent because of Daniel Bryan getting the win. And you know, doing a couple of decent little things in there. But Kane, what a fucking waste to put him out there with Bryan. You know, why are they even having this feud? What is the point? I need to ask, what is the fucking point here of doing this match? There's no point. There's no point to doing it. Then why do it? Daniel Bryan is past the point where he needs to wrestle Kane. Should be fucking champion already. But, you know, it makes me sound like a retard even saying that, because what is the point to say he should be champion already? I ain't gonna make him champion. He ain't gonna be champion in Mania. Ain't gonna be champion in a couple of months. You're just fucking retarded already. Just out of their fucking minds. It's complete fucking garbage already. You know, match wasn't terrible, but it wasn't good. Then you got Emma and then he challenges Triple H to a match, and obviously they're going to have that match. Crowd wasn't even really that behind it. Daniel Bryan told them that they should be. Basically, that's Vince talking through Bryan. Oh, you should like this match. Just fucking terrible. Daniel Bryan has to take Triple H's ass and carry him at Mania. Triple H is always going to come out there with his, his quad moving 2 miles per hour. Like, I'm a game. I'm going to pedigree you out. Don't fucking bust up your leg again doing a pedigree, old man. Come on there. Daniel Bryan shouldn't have to wrestle Triple H at Mania. Why does he have to prove himself to Triple H? Why does Triple H have to feed his ego and wrestle Bryan at Mania? Just so he could beat him? I swear to fucking God, if Triple H beats Bryan at Mania, I don't know what I'm going to do. But I ain't going to be happy about it. And that right there, if people want to see full rage mode, Brad, then when Triple H, if he gets 3 on Bryan or whatever at Mania, then that right there, motherfuckers, will be the icing on the cake. If Triple H beats Bryan at Mania, that is the end of the fucking company. That will just completely show you they have no fucking idea what to do, and it just means that they have given up. Then you got Emma defeating Summer Rae. This match wasn't good, wasn't entertaining, wasn't enjoying. Michael Cole's like, Emma's a great wrestler, and even the other commentators, JBL and Lowell, are looking at Michael Cole like, what? She's a good wrestler? Because it didn't show. And he's like, oh yeah, check out NXT. Why should we have to check out our old matches in NXT to show that she's a good wrestler? Why can't she just show it there on the show? Why? They say, oh, see Summer Rae's more aggressive side by watching NXT. Why do we need to watch NXT to see her more aggressive side? I mean, I'd watch it. I might as well. I've got the network for 6 fucking months. I might as well do something with it. So what, so why? Why do we have to watch another show? These people are already wrestling on a show, in a ring, in a wrestling event, so why do we have to watch another promotion to see them wrestle well? Why can't they wrestle well on the show they're currently on in the bigger leagues? It makes no fucking sense, and it makes them sound like a fucking retard. And here we are like retards watching this match when we're being told, if you want to see better wrestling, check out NXT. Why? Why can't we see good wrestling on this show? What's up with that? Then you got the Usos defeating the Outlaws. I guess it was clever that, one of the Usos kicks a Road Dogg in the middle of his, the whole intro. But it really was just kind of cheap. And I am sick of the Usos already. And it's kind of obvious that this is going to be a match at Mania, that I have no interest in seeing the Usos being tag champs. These PG motherfucking goofballs. You have to see them running around with the belts. And then after the Outlaws lose the belts, that's probably going to be it. They're probably going to retire for good. And then who are the Usos going to be left to wrestle? There ain't fucking shit. Who are they going to wrestle? Ryback? Is that going to be entertaining? Are we going to see Extreme Rules? The Usos versus Ryback? Oh, what an entertaining match. I'm so much looking forward to that. Good golly, oh my. I can't wait for that match. It's just fucking shit already. Disappointment after disappointment. Bad match after bad match. Middle finger after middle finger. Video after video. Rocky shirt after Rocky shirt. Shit after shit coming out of my ass. It's just a fucking, it's a chore, basically, what I'm trying to say. It's a chore. It's a real fucking chore. I'd rather fucking clean underneath the fridge and watch this shit half the time. Then you got Bray Wyatt defeating Roman Reigns in the main event. Well, I guess it was a regular main event. It's better that they have a main event here than, having some Divas main event or some shit. At least it was a real main event. But it didn't feel main event quality. And I think that they could do a lot better than this fucking shit. It was not good. And it had a cheap fucking finish. Just Dean Ambrose running in. And, the whole question here was, where was Dean Ambrose during the match at the pay-per-view when Bray Wyatt fought with Dean Ambrose in the crowd. Bray came back, but Ambrose was nowhere to be found. So where was he? That's a good fucking question. I don't know, but we didn't find out. I don't know if he ever will. It was kind of weird. How are they going to explain that? What, he abandoned the Shield or something? I don't know. Fucking cares even. The match really wasn't that good. There was nothing really to get excited about. And for a Bray Wyatt match, it wasn't that exciting, and that's maybe due to Roman Reigns. Why is it that Bray Wyatt really hasn't had a bad singles match until he faces Roman Reigns? Maybe that's because Roman Reigns ain't that fucking good. It ain't ready to be a major single star just yet. How about that? How about it, huh? How about that idea right there? Maybe Roman Reigns ain't all what he's cracked up to be, because the match wasn't that good. Then in the last segment, you got Brock Lesnar. He wanted to wrestle for the title. And here's the thing, motherfuckers. How about that false advertising? How about that fucking false advertising? Didn't they say that Brock Lesnar was going to wrestle the winner of the Royal Rumble? And he ain't. He wasn't even at the Chamber. Didn't even fucking appear once on the screen. Once while I was watching the Chamber. Wasn't there. So what happened? I don't understand. They didn't live up to what they said. They advertised Brock for the Chamber, but he wasn't there. He was supposed to wrestle the winner, but he wasn't even entered into the Chamber match. Why? Think about how much better it would have been to have Brock Lesnar in there, than say, Christian or somebody who, kind of felt like out of place in there. Yeah, Christian did feel really out of place. He just comes back randomly, it was just placed in there. How much better would it have been to have Lesnar in there? Not only that, but, you got the Taker. Taker comes back. He's going to be fighting Brock at Mania. I'm actually looking forward to that. Not a bad match idea, I guess. If Brock's going to do something in Mania, might as well face Taker. Quite obvious that Taker is going to beat Brock. This is even more obvious than any other match that Undertaker will beat Brock. I mean, it really is pretty fucking obvious that Taker is not going to lose to Brock Lesnar, an extreme part-timer at Mania. But it will be an entertaining match, I guess. Him coming back was pretty exciting. Choke slam through the table, and that's about it. And that is about it, motherfuckers. 2 returns, Taker, Hogan. It was nice. We only get to see Taker one month out of the year. Hogan coming back was great, but the rest of the show sucks. See, there's the problem there, motherfuckers. It's 3 fucking only. It is 3 fucking hours, and just a return, a 5-minute promo, which was great to see for Hogan, one of my favorites. It ain't enough. I might as well just watch the clip of Hogan, after the show airs on the network. They replayed it 1,000 times. Hogan came back. Okay, just watch it for 5 minutes and that's it. Don't waste your time with this other fucking shit. And you gotta wait all the way to the end of the show to see Taker. But how about everything in between? Not even Daniel Bryan's part in the show is that great. So what the fuck was the point? What the fuck was the point of watching? There was nothing good. There was all this talk about the network. Well, I got the network, okay? So I don't need to hear about it 1,000 times. Well, how about everybody else, bro? Well, here people are dissing the network or they're getting the network. I think we're all pretty much decided if we're going to get it or we're not. If you're a wrestling fan, you're going to get it. If you're watching WWE right now constantly, chances are you're probably going to get it because you want to see those pay-per-views in good quality for only $10 a month. That's pretty much why I'm getting it, and I'm a big fan, and I want to see all those old pay-per-views, and I want to watch them in HD, motherfuckers. So the network is good. It gets 2 thumbs up from me. But the other thing is here, I don't understand where they're going here. What is the direction? There's all this talk saying about how great it's going to be, and this is the future and everything. How is the network, which is basically just a It's just a Netflix of shows. Where is this gonna go? You know, how is this the future here? Yeah, it does change the way how we watch the product, but it's not really responsible for the quality. They are. And this is the thing. They're going to make so much money off of this network that it's quite obvious that they don't care. Look at the show. It was just all about promoting the network, and the actual fucking wrestling, the product, it was total shit. It was boring. It was dull. There was nothing good. You know, look at this. It was like a shit sandwich, you know, except, you know, at least with that you got 2 pieces of bread which taste okay. Hogan and Hulk Hogan right there. But in between, there was all this shit going on. So, you know, it's like, man, what the hell? Watching all this shit in between. Might as well just, you know, eat the 2 pieces of bread at the end and forget about the other shit. See what I'm saying? See what I did there? Okay. Yeah, so, show was fucking terrible this fucking week. Awful. Just ridiculously bad. It was unwatchable. Unwatchable this week. And, yeah. That's all I got to say about that, motherfuckers. Happy to have the network and everything, but this product, it's not good.